What's up, viewers? Where the hell have you been, locas? So I'm in Orlando. I'm flying out to Portland. We're gonna check out the Twilight filming locations. I'm pretty excited. Hey guys, I just landed in Portland Airport, and wow, look how pretty and clean this airport is. There's trees everywhere. Anyways, we're gonna get my car from a nearby car rental. I did not rent a car from the airport because it's a little bit cheaper to rent it outside of the airport. And then we're gonna go exploring, guys. Day one of my Twilight trip was gonna start the second I landed in Portland. Get my car rental and drive straight to Kalama High School since there's no classes on Sunday. Then head out to St. Helens to see a bunch of scene locations, including Bella's iconic house. And then finally check into my hotel in Washington and try to somehow squeeze food into my day. So, what do you think? Your homecoming present. Just bought it off the Billy here, or rented it. Oh. Okay, listen, you gotta double pump the clutch before shifting, but besides that, you should be good. I made it. Alright guys, this is where Bella parked her truck just before she got smacked by the van, or almost got smacked by a van. That's where the Helens park right there. That black car, that's my rental. That's where Bella's truck was parked for the crash scene. Look at this guy, it's right here by the double doors. They're selling Twilight merchandise not too far from here. Hey Bella, I'm the eyes and ears of this place. So this is where they filmed that spot where Bella meets Eric for the first time. And she's like, no, don't put me on the front cover. It's actually right here, but it looks more like that covered walkway. But they moved the covered walkway from here to over there basically. But this is where it would have been, right here guys. Oh hey, sorry, I told him I shouldn't be playing out here. Anyways, guys, I did not think I was gonna see this. This is where they actually filmed the volleyball scene where she hits Mike's head in the back, and she also meets the other character. But it's right here, and it looks just like in the movie with some minor changes. For the movie, I was told that all these sport logos, they were changed to forks like overnight, and then the very next night they put it back to the way it was. They even painted these doors blue. And it was right here, guys. It's pretty amazing to be standing right here. Imagine all those famous actors right here, guys. The same spot that I'm in right now. Hey guys, you're not gonna believe this, but this wrestling gym was actually also used in the Twilight movie at the same school that has the volleyball scene. This is where they filmed the last hospital scene with Bella after she gets hurt, after she gets attacked by those vampires. Can you believe it that it was filmed right here? If I came here by myself, I would not have seen this. Like, even if I was looking for it, there's no way I would have recognized this. So this is a nice hidden gem for me to see this. Quite a treat. All right, guys, me and Bella are going up that hill right there, which is fenced off. Hey, fun fact, guys. There's now a gate here, as you can see, but this is where Bella and Edward walk up to the forest. So I'm gonna reenact that scene. Wow, such a beautiful day. Where are the Cullens at? Oh, I know. I think their father took him out to go camping, I think. Hey, this area right here, this is where we have that picnic scene where Bella is looking for Edward and the rest of the Cullens, but they're nowhere to be seen. But they filmed it right here, and there was a graffiti mural in the back, which I learned that the school still has that mural somewhere. And I haven't seen it, but I can imagine how amazing and epic it must be to touch it. Whoa guys, you see this sign? It's like from the movie, right? Wrong. It looks like it's from the movie. It's actually a replica that their wood shop actually made, and it looks exactly like the movie one. And this is something that you're not gonna see. I'm just really lucky today. This is my lucky Twilight day. We even have the Spartan right here, guys. This is awesome. I might take it home with me on the airplane. So, nice knowing you. Guys, the teacher who was here when they were filming, she had the book on her and she saw Robert Pattinson and she might have got a little something from him. Look at that, guys. In my hands, guys, is a legit Twilight script. This is where the person's hands were when they were holding it. Look at that. Screenplay by Melissa Rosenberg. Novel by Stephanie Meyer. Look at that. Hey guys, look at this angle. You can see where Bella's truck goes down the street, and right there's the parking lot. And there's actually a red vehicle there right now, and it's leaving. Maybe it's Bella. Fun fact, guys. Remember that scene where Edward's trying to change classes because he can't stand the smell of Bella? They were gonna film it in this high school, but they changed their minds. They've been painting this whole area blue, like the one you see in the movie, but at the last second, they changed schools, but they were gonna film it right here. So, a little fun fact. Oh, let's get out of this place. I can't stand Bella. But there's a scene where Bella's talking to her mom, and her mom's at this batting cage. The batting cage is gonna be back over here. Yeah, oh, speed bump. Oh, that wasn't bad. It's this green structure down here. I know that because one of the local experts told me about it. This is a nice high school, by the way. The population of this high school is about 1,200. So you see that green building? That's the batting cage. That's right next to a softball field. So this is where they filmed that scene. So here it is, guys. Right next to the softball field is the batting cage where Bella's mom was talking to Bella on the phone, and it's all right there. It's right behind me, guys. But there's no window, so we can't look inside. Hey guys, take a little pit stop at Mountain Timber Market. But look at this. There is a little Twilight shop right here. Let's go see what we got. I went and grabbed that shirt. Here it is, guys. My own little souvenir. Dude, look at this food truck. They have tacos, but look at this one in particular. The Vampiro taco. You know how I like CDs? Well, I had my Twilight soundtrack with me on CD, but guess what? There's no CD player in this vehicle. Entering Oregon. So yeah, right behind us is Washington. This area that we're in, we're just like right there on the border of Washington and Oregon. You just have to cross the river to get there. By the way, we are going to St. Helens because it's on the way back towards my hotel, which I haven't checked into yet. But you know, I started in Kalama High School, which was kind of north. So now I'm going back down towards Vancouver. But along the way, we're gonna pass St. Helens. So that's where Bella's house is. That's where that alley scene was, and where Edward confronts those thugs when they harass Bella. And it's also where the bookstore is. So we're gonna go to that area. Oh, also that's also where they filmed part of Halloween Town. All right, I made it to the town of St. Helens where they filmed quite a few Twilight scenes. This high school here was used for two scenes in the first Twilight movie. One, it's used in that scene where Edward's trying to change his classes after he smells Bella. And then they also film a scene where Edward's playing the piano inside the auditorium or the gym. But anyways, Bella's house is barely 2 miles from here, so we're gonna drive there and film. And no, I'm not gonna get out and explore that high school. I do not have an escort to take me around, so that would be trespassing. I think Bella's house is gonna be right up here. Might have to park down here to get there. The Twilight House visitor parking. Yeah, let's park here. I was gonna drive up there. I see people taking pictures already. Man, Bella lives. I like watching you sleep. It's kind of fascinating to me. Oh, hey guys. I'm here at the Bella Swan house, which I tried so hard to rent it out for 2 nights, but I couldn't get it. In fact, I looked at the calendar. It is rented out for the next 2 years, so I'll probably never be able to get to stay here. But if I did stay here, I would totally vlog the inside out, and put so many videos up for you guys. Maybe in a few years I can try again. But here it is. It's just right here. If you want to come visit, parking is right down there. It's kind of cool though. This is pretty close to the Halloween Town filming area as well. But it's cool seeing the house just right here, because you watch the movies and it just seems different, but it's surreal being next to it. If you want to come up, you can take pictures from the road. They tell you to park your car down the hill right there. Yeah, we're not too far from Bella's house, and they actually have a marker here for Twilight. It says there were scenes filmed here, such as the restaurant where Edward takes Bella, and the bookstore, Bella's house, the dress shop, and the alley where Edward saves Bella. So we are going to check out those locations. Also check out the Halloween Town location, which should be around here somewhere. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to freehand this, but there's so much happening on the street. But right there is the Columbia Theater, which I do plan to watch a movie eventually. But yeah, right over there, that building was used for Halloween Town. That vacant area, they'd put a giant pumpkin out there. And actually, during the month of October, this whole area does become a Halloween Town. Right across the street at that gift shop, that's where they filmed that scene when Bella's friends are trying on dresses. She is hanging out there by the window. And in the background, you can actually see that building right there. And not too far from here, we have the alley where Bella is ambushed by those thugs. And then in that same area, there's also the scene where Edward rescues Bella with his Volvo. Oh, look at that car. That's a freaking sweet car right there. Yeah, so right across from the gift shop is that Halloween Town building. But this is where Bella was sitting down, getting ready to go to the bookstore while her friends were trying on dresses. She was sitting right here, right in this window, and that's how you can see the building across the street. But this sign even says right here, the gift shop was Petit Joel or Hole, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but it says it was the dress shop in the Twilight Saga movie. It's closed right now. They close at 4 on Sundays, so I just missed them by about 4 hours. All right, guys, I finally found the bookstore. Like, I found the dress shop, I found the alley, I found everything except for the bookstore, because there's so many trees and plants in front of it. I think they meant to hide the facade, probably from people taking pictures. But yeah, this is what it looks like from the side. It does not look like a bookstore at all. In the movie, it looks like it's on the second level of something. But I'm gonna freehand it so that you can see what I'm talking about. It's really hard to see this. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. Right here is the alley. The dress shop is one of those buildings over there. And right there is the area where Bella gets rescued by Edward. You can see the Worthington building in the back. And then you look right here, there's a building right here, right? But there's so much like shrubbery and plant life growth. But if you go a little bit up this ramp, you can see the bookstore right there. I mean, the quote unquote bookstore. And that's why it was hard to find this. Like, I was right in front of it this entire time. Luckily, my friend who's been here was able to point it out to me. Otherwise, I would have left this place without finding it. And the Italian restaurant, which is not a restaurant at all, is a few blocks down that way. And I found the alleyway where Bella gets ambushed by those thugs. It's just right here, right next to the store. This is definitely a place where you could get ambushed in real life. Sup? Where you going? We saw you at the bookstore. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. It's pretty narrow, so it's kind of scary. It's kind of weird. There's a lot of crushed prunes or something. And earlier there were a lot of flies here. It's kind of gross. But yeah, if I was Bella, I came to these flies, I would have turned back and faced those thugs. Get in the car, Bella. Should go back there and rip those guys' heads off. You don't know the vile things they were thinking. Oh, it's not hard to guess. Can you talk about something else? Distract me so I don't go back there and suck their blood. Hey guys, I just had the mushroom ravioli here. It is quite amazing. And don't worry guys, I'll have Bella home safely tonight. But yeah, this is where Edward takes Bella to dinner. It's an Italian place. But as you can see, it's not anything. It's not a restaurant. It's not anything. It's just a vacant building. But for the movie, this served as the Italian restaurant where Edward, reveals what his powers entail about reading minds. But it's so cool. This area in St. Helens, there's so many filming locations for the movie. We got this. We got the bookstore. We got the alley. We got the scene where Edward rescues Bella from the alley, and we also have the prom dress shop where they go shopping. So quite a lot of rich filming locations just in this one little area here. And so this part here is a very iconic location from the Halloween Town movie, classic Halloween movie. That little empty circle right there, that's where the giant pumpkin would be, and they actually still do that every year around October. And right there in the back is the building. So yeah, this area, very nice for movie locations. Outside of that little section, there's not much to St. Helens. Very, very quiet town. And then as I get out of there, it's just a lot of trees and darkness. It's really thick. So for my first hotel, I just picked the Quinta Inn and Suites, Vancouver, Washington. And I'll be staying here for all 6 days, but I have another hotel by the beach. But this is probably the best looking La Quinta I've seen. I did not bring any swimming trunks, but there is a pool here, so note to self, there's a pool. And there's a fitness center too, which I'll be using tomorrow. So, all right guys, let me give you a tour of my king suite. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this. Like, it was a pretty low price, but look at all that comes with it. We've got this sitting room right here. We've got this fireplace, which we could actually turn off, but why would you turn it off when the weather's kind of chilly? We got TV, and then here we have the king's room. Here's a microwave, a little refrigerator, which is really tiny. Then we got the bathroom. Then we got this sink right here, and who is that behind me, guys? Is that a vampire? If it was, you couldn't see my reflection. And then here's the bed. So yeah, honestly, for the price I paid, this is not bad at all. This is actually way bigger than it should be. So that was a look at my room, in case you're wondering where to stay. Although I gotta say, this is pretty far from all the Twilight filming locations. Speaking of Twilight, this looks like Twilight. Day 2 starts off with an epic failure as I visit Carver's Cafe when it's closed, so I'll come back later in the video to vlog the hell out of this cafe on day 5. I then visit one of the most iconic forest locations where Edward shows off his speed and strength to Bella, and then I find the paper mill, the greenhouse, an iconic waterfall, and the location of the prom scene. Alright guys, it's day 2. I'm gonna get an early jump on my day. I believe I'm going to start off at Carver's Cafe, which is in Damascus, and then near Carver's Cafe is the Stone Inn, or whatever it's called. That's where Edward puts his hands around Bella by the rock, and he's like, so the lion fell in love with the lamb, and he also rips that tree branch out and throws it. So I'm going to do those 2 areas, and then there's some other spots here too that aren't too far away. But I'll be doing a lot of driving today, guys. I'll be doing a lot of driving. Oh, we got the local PD here. Hey, it's Charlie. Hey, maybe me and Charlie can have breakfast at the at Carver's Cafe. That should be nearby. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna be first one here, I think.
Arrive at Carver Cafe. Arrived.
In which case, sucks to be me. But you know, there's some other things nearby too. Here it is, guys. I'm here, and guess what? On Mondays, they are closed. I guess I'll have to come back. Oh, that's unfortunate. But there is the community colleges nearby where they did the school field trip, so I can at least do that. I'll come back here another day. I missed a turn for Stone Cliff. Here it is. Look at this freaking entrance. Oh my gosh. It's up this giant freaking hill here. This giant incline. Yeah, so not too far from Carver's Cafe, you take this really pretty drive, very close by. You go up this really steep incline, and then you get here, the Stone Cliff Inn, and then we got some Twilight filming locations, some very iconic ones. But yeah, if you don't remember what the locations are, they have a nice little like thumbnails as reference points. But they're all right here. But it does say, "Enter at your own risk." So here's another path. This one's gonna be a pretty simple. There's only one shot filmed here, and it's the big reveal when he goes into the sunlight. So let's go find it. I cannot find this freaking reveal location, and there's no way I'm gonna go in that thick area. All right, guys, I came back down. I can't find this spot. This is the reveal part. I can't find it. So yeah, I went climbing all around that area, went through some spider webs, but literally the reference picture is connected to the filming location. So it's just right here. Just right up there. It's kind of funny that Edward revealed himself. If he revealed himself right here, he would have revealed it to the parking lot. But yeah, they cropped out that parking lot pretty well, which I try to replicate in my reproduction. Right there, there's that tree that he's standing awkwardly over Bella. This area is really pretty. It's funny that it's right next to this parking lot, so you don't have to go far. You don't have to go far to get there. It's right here where Bella's looking up at Edward up there on top of that rock. So yeah, it's a lot taller when you get up close to it. Let's go up here just to show you what it looks like from the other side. And there's a lot of like algae on these rocks. It's kind of soft though. Sorry, it's kind of hard doing this with one hand. Come, Bella. I need to show you what I look like. This is why we don't show ourselves in the sunlight. People would know that we're different. This is what I am. Beautiful. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. I'm a killer. I'm the world's most dangerous predator. It's because you believe the lie. It's camouflage. I'm the world's most dangerous predator. Everything about me invites you in. My voice, my face, even my smell. As if I would need any of that. As if you could outrun me. As if you could fight me off. I'm designed to kill. My family, it's different from others of our kind. We've learned to control our thirst. But it's you, your scent. It's like a drug to me. You're like my own personal brand of heroin. Ow, ow, ow. I can't read your mind. You have to tell me what you're thinking. You don't know how long I've waited for you. So the lion fell in love with a lamb? What a sick, masochistic lion. There is a creature nearby. I just saw it walk by me. Oh, it's a little chipmunk. It's a chipmunk. All right, guys. So we got a little warm from all this walking around these giant rocks, but we're gonna head out. Definitely gonna try that restaurant though because it looks really yummy, and I skipped breakfast thinking I was gonna eat at Carver's Cafe, so I'm like starved right now. But I got all the shots that I wanted, and I had to tell those mountain climbers that I was gonna do some weird stuff right next to them. I was literally right next to them. That's why I was talking for some of my clips, because I didn't want to embarrass myself too much. But it's so weird. You come out here, it's the parking lot. But we're gonna go to that restaurant first. I might put my long sleeve back on, because I look kind of childish. Yo, so I'm on top of the Stone Cliff area. Well, I'm not literally on top of the Stone Cliff. The Stone Cliff is that giant cliff made of stone. But took that winding road to get up here. And I'm kind of waiting for this restaurant to open. And, hey guys, so yeah, right next to that parking lot, there's this really awesome looking restaurant called Stone Cliff Inn. We're gonna go inside and try it out. Dude, check out the inside of this restaurant. I freaking love this. I'm gonna try something really, really good. Hey, thanks. Dude, look at that view. I get a view of that road I just came up. Here it is, guys. Gonna enjoy my Wagyu burger. It is huge. I don't know if I can put my mouth around this, but let me try. That is really good. Even the bread's good. Amazing sauce. The bacon's awesome. Let's try one of the fries. Oh. Perfection, guys. And I get to enjoy this great view while I'm wolfing down this burger. Get it? Wolf. So that burger was really good. Those French fries were perfection. Some of the best fries I've ever had. And the location is just immaculate. Let me take this time to give a shout out to the Dodge Hornet 2024. When you're driving down the winding roads of Washington and Oregon, there's no better car than a Dodge Hornet. It's Mopar or no car. Hey guys, after a nice scenic route from the Stone Cliff area, it's about an 8-mile drive to get to Oregon City, and that's where the Blue Heron Paper Company is. That's the scene where there's an employee, he's hanging out by the factory thing, and then those vampires kill him. You don't see who the vampires are though, but it's here. I can't quite get where it happened because it kind of all looked the same. I don't have a reference shot with me. But yeah, this is now in the process of being demolished, so who knows when this will disappear. But it is owned by the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde. There it is, guys, the Blue Heron Paper Company. Hey, I'm at the Clackamas Community College, which is like 4 miles away from that Blue Heron Paper Company. But this is a college campus, but where is everybody? Anyways, we're gonna look for the greenhouse. That's where the people had their school trip. Let's see if this map helps me any. Oh, wait a minute. They're right here, but where is the "you are here" thing at? Yo, I was totally in the wrong spot, but I found one of the roads that it was on, and then I just navigated to that road, and then bam, I found the greenhouse, guys. So here it is. If you're facing the greenhouses from the parking lot, it's the one on the very right. Greenhouse number 2, and it's locked. And there aren't many plants in there, but there's some. But yeah, there is a lock on it. But you know what? Here, let me show you what the inside looks like. Because we're about to make a steaming cup of compost tea. There it is, guys. They filmed right in there. You know what? I might actually check the other side. We'll see if the other door is locked, but I think it is. I think I see another master lock on it. All right, guys, so we're behind greenhouse number 2. And look, they are actually growing stuff here. Here's the back of it. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be locked, but let's see. We'll do the grand reveal. Yeah, it's locked. It was worth checking out though. But yeah, there's tons of greenhouses back here, as you can see. But that's as close as we're gonna get to that. But yeah, Clackamas Community College is very close to the Blue Heron Paper Company, which was in itself very close to the Stone Hill forest locations. Guys, look how beautiful this area is. Holy crap. This is up there when I went to the Keys and saw the 7 Mile Bridge and had the ocean all around me. This one's different. We got a river next to us, and we got these mountain gorges here. And the gorges are gorgeous. Anyways, we're getting kind of close to Muttmulla Falls. I think it's like 9 miles away. But according to my navigator, it says it's 41 minutes away still. So I don't know what's going on, but navigator thinks I'm still a long way from this place. So I pulled off from the interstate, and right in the middle of westbound, eastbound, or northbound, southbound, whatever, you got this little exit here. And you can start your walking trek to Muttmulla Falls, which, by the way, you actually need a permit to walk onto the premises. So you can get it online or you can go right to the visitor center and get it. But I would get it online because if you wait till you get to the visitor center, they might be out of permits. And then let's say you drove all the way out here, you wasted your time. So try to get it online. And I'm pretty sure you can only get it on the day of, because I tried getting a permit for a few days from now. There's nothing available for some reason. So I'm assuming they only open up the permits on the day of. But yeah, they did film a scene from Twilight here. Guys, as you get closer, oh my gosh, it is so high. This is really pretty. We're gonna go up here, take some selfies. Oh my gosh, it is way up there. All right, guys, we're at the bottom. We're gonna go to that bridge up there. We'll see how long it takes to get there. So we started down there. I want to get to that bridge. It's only 0.2 miles away from where I was standing a second ago, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. Guys, I made it to the bridge. It was like a minute walk, and it's very beautiful here. And I actually don't remember what scene this was used in. I took a picture of this bridge, and I took the address. You can go, you can go. I took a picture of the address. I drove here, and I'm blanking out where this was actually used in the movie. But I love it though. It's so beautiful. In fact, look up there. Look up there, guys. I'm gonna zoom up. Let me zoom up a little. There you go. That is a high freaking waterfall. And if you look, there's actually people still climbing up there. But there is no way that I am gonna climb up there. That's just too far. I got stuff to do, guys. There is a snack bar on your way out, so you can pick up an ice cream. I've been holding this ice cream for like 5 minutes now. It's kind of weird that the ice cream here doesn't melt like it does in Florida after like 2 seconds. So let's try it. It looks like it's soft serve. This hits the spot, guys. After going to that waterfall, this is the coolest souvenir ever. It's got the waterfall and it's got Sasquatch, and you can walk him across the bridge. So since I'm documenting Twilight locations in the year 2024, I think this might be pertinent to future travelers. In the fall of 2024 to the spring of 2025, the West Viaduct will be closed. I don't know what the West Viaduct is. All right, guys, it's getting kind of late. So I'm gonna go to one more location today, and that's gonna be in Corbett, which is 9 miles away from Mutnola Falls. But in Corbett, that's where they filmed the prom scene. And I heard that the building was destroyed. I don't know. I want to go there in person to see for myself if it actually was destroyed. Okay, so yeah, the building is fenced off. There's an opening on the right side. I'm gonna walk down and see if I could see the back location of it, because that's where the prom scene was, in the back. All right, yeah, from the back, you can see the vegetation is growing out and it's fenced off. So I'm not gonna go past this area, but I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed past this area right here. But yeah, I can see where the prom area was, I think. It's cool being this close, but yeah, apparently this structure did burn down. I saw some pictures of it. It didn't burn down, but it like burned it out. So it made the structure unsafe to be inside. I wish there wasn't a fence so I can show you inside, because I don't know if it's been reconstructed already. You can kind of see a view of what's out there. Not just the area that I was in, but like the way looking outward. Yeah, that's the building. I'm not sure how much was reconstructed or rebuilt, or if they haven't even touched it yet. It does look like they touched out the exterior at least, because when the fire hit this place, it made it unsafe to be inside. That's why they closed it down. But it's all fenced off. So I can't really get a good look at the interior because I don't have my reference pictures with me, so I don't even know that's the right structure or not, but this is the location. But I did hear that they were gonna reconstruct the building at some point. But right there, that backyard, that's where the prom was for Twilight. And you can kind of see the amazing view that they have out there, but the trees in the way, the fences are in the way. It's hard to see. But we're on the way back to the hotel. I'm gonna call it a night. Well, I had to get some gas first, but I have an early day tomorrow. I'll be going out to La Push, baby, which is actually near Cannon Beach. It's like 4 miles north at a beach called Indian Beach. But that's about a 90-minute drive. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I'll be staying in a new hotel tomorrow as well. Just filled up my gas tank, and I noticed that it has a range of 248 miles with a filled gas tank. Yeah, my clothes got so dirty today climbing those rocks, trees, and whatnot, so I gotta wash it because I only have one pair of shorts. Here's my first casualty of the trip, guys. I got a few little scratches, a few here, and then one right here. That was me when I was looking for those locations at Stone Hill. I was really excited for my day 3 of my trip because I was taking a 2-hour drive to the coast where the La Push beach scene was filmed in Twilight. I was also equally excited to try out the Hallmark Hotel on Cannon Beach, where my room had an oceanfront view of the iconic Haystack Rock, which was seen in the Goonies movie. Oh hey guys, it is day 3 of my Twilight adventure, and today we're going to La Push. La Push, baby, La Push. I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be less than a 2-hour drive to get to the coast. But yeah, we're gonna check out Indian Beach out there, and I've got a hotel out there which overlooks Cannon Beach, so I'm pretty excited. Let's go ahead and make this journey to La Push. La Push, baby. Oh boy, guys. We're about to go into a tunnel under this mountain. Looks like a mountain. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's 6 in the morning right now. So still about an hour from Indian Beach. Oh, I just wanted to catch that on video. I don't know if you can see this, but obviously a lot of tall trees, but on the top right there, there's fog. Just like in the freaking movie Twilight. You know, that's the image I have of Twilight, is tall trees at the top, fog, mist. Yeah, we are in Ecola State Park. I'm looking for that parking lot that's seen in the movie, because we're actually gonna park there at Indian Beach. But yeah, what they don't show you in the movie is this very beautiful drive getting to that parking lot. If you do come here, you do have to purchase a parking permit, which lets you hang out in the state park all day. But it's like $5, but you have to buy it. They have the fee machines by the parking lot. So remember when they said the Cullens don't come here? Yeah, no crap, look how far it is. So, it's almost a 2-hour drive, but oh my gosh, it is so beautiful here. La Push, baby. So this is actually Indian Beach, but in the movie they called it La Push. There is an actual La Push beach, but I think this was more convenient for the filming. But this is the actual parking lot that the kids parked before they went on the beach. All right, guys, the sun is coming out, and you can still barely see the distinctive rock formations that you see in the background of the movie. But that fog is super heavy. Hey, remember when Bella invited Edward to go to La Push Beach, and he gave the excuse it's a little crowded for him, and that's why he didn't go? I think that was a valid excuse, because the second I parked, this entire parking lot filled up with surfers. So that was a valid excuse, guys. And they called Edward the freak. All right, guys, here we are. We're gonna step onto the beach for my first time ever. Oh yeah. If you're gonna bring shoes, bring something, maybe flip-flops or something. I only have one pair of shoes. Whoa! In order to save space. All right. This is kind of cool. I like all the rocks on the beach, but yeah, it's gonna make your shoes really dirty. Oh, this is pretty, guys. Yeah, so the rock formations would be in the very back, but it is too foggy to see it. Oh, this is nice. Right back there on top of that hill is the parking lot where I parked, also where they filmed that parking lot scene. And we take a left after entering the beach, and you can see what I'm seeing here. It is so beautiful, guys. We're actually heading towards those very distinctive rocks. By the way, if you head to the right when you get to the beach, that ends at a big rock over there. So there's not much you can do over there except for take pictures and think about life. Why does a tree bend like that? All right, guys, I think it's time for another line from the movie. So you're probably wondering why I like to do these quotes from the movies. First off, that's none of your business. Secondly, I just want to see if I can memorize these lines like on the fly. because before I got out of my car, I was in the seat trying to memorize this dialogue. So let's go ahead and do the scene where Jacob is explaining the backstory of the Cullens. So you want to know the story of the Cullens? Well, they're supposedly descended from like this enemy clan, not like the clans you see in the South, but my great-grandfather, the chief, found them hunting on our lands, but they claim to be something different. So we made a treaty with them. If they promised to stay off of Kuliat lands, then we would not expose them for what they really were, to the palefaces. Not gonna lie guys, I actually have no idea of the exact location where they filmed this, because during that scene, they're right next to the water, which the water does go in and out, so it could change like dramatically over time. And they also filmed some clips where they're walking by this rocky line here, and they had those fallen trees in the background. So there was that. And yeah, I'm not really sure where exactly they filmed it, but I'm sure at some point I walked by where they were filming. But it's hard to imagine that the film crew drove 2 hours away just to film this little dialogue where Jacob explains the backstory of the Cullens. I mean, it's important exposition for sure, but imagine driving 2 hours just for that. So I'm sure they were blown away when they saw this place when they got here, you know, the whole cast and crew. Like, it's gorgeous. And I love, see back in the parking lot, see those trees, how the fog and mist is coming out of the trees. That is freaking Twilight right there, guys. So very, very, very cool ambiance that I'm getting by visiting La Push Beach, aka Indian Beach. Sadly, I got my left shoe really wet because the water was coming up where it wasn't earlier, and my foot got soaked while I was walking. But oh, there's a lighthouse in the background. But anyways, we are walking out of Indian Beach. We're heading towards the parking lot, which is right there. And I'm gonna get some breakfast or lunch. I actually don't know what time it is. It's like, by the way, when I was vlogging back there was a surfer who was telling me that, you know, that the locals are cool with us filming in a place like this, but there's certain areas of this place that they don't want us to film. So they want to keep some things hidden and to themselves. That's a cool little quirk about this area. Did you know the characters Jacob and Bella walked along the sands at Indian Beach to their special driftwood tree? So that's not the only movie that was filmed here. We also have Point Break, 1991, Kindergarten Cop, and The Goonies, and they're kind of spread out along the beach. So a lot of movies were filmed here, guys. Yeah, I'm just soaking it up one last time before I go, because this is probably the last time I'll ever see this place in my life. But it's so mesmerizing, even the parking lot because of the movie. But the whole ocean, those rocks in the back, it's just breathtaking, guys. We're going to this restaurant near Cannon Beach. It's called Wayfarers. So I'm not sure what kind of food. I'm assuming like seafood maybe. Let's go find a parking spot. Oh, I can see the big rock right there in the back. Oh man, how do I get a parking spot here? Dang. Well, here's the entrance. I kind of doubt I can park here though. These people could have parked differently. Is that a spot? So I'm looking at the menu. I might get this Wayfarer halibut and chips, but look at that view. You got the big haystack rock right there. So pretty impressed with the restaurant just for the view, and we'll see how the food tastes too. So here it is, guys, my beer battered halibut fish and chips. So I heard great things about this from the server. Let's try it with the tartar sauce first. Perfection. Best tasting sauce I've ever had for tartar. Let's try it without the tartar sauce. The fish is very soft, lightly flaked. Let's try the chips now. The chips are very sturdy. Exactly the way fish and chips should be. Probably the best fish and chips I've ever had in my entire life. Oh, here's my hotel. The Hallmark. let's see where I pull in here. Right here. After greeting that captain with a parrot on his shoulder. Ooh, I like this. We're gonna go up this really high hill. Huh, do I park here? Oh, there's a garage. It says parking is only for Hallmark guests. I haven't checked in yet, but I'm about to, so I guess I can park here, right? That's what Edward would do. All right, so I'm hoping they let me check in early so I can get my room and relax. But yeah, this is a beautiful location. We got the beach right there. There is a big freaking hill or mountain, I don't know what it is, but it's got the trees. It's got that twilight mist going over them. And I'm gonna check in right here. That's where I parked my car in the garage. And this building right here is just for the pool, only for guests only. But yeah, let's try to check in now and see if they'll let me in so I can relax. So my room's not ready yet, but they gave me a little map of the town so I can explore it while they prepare my room. But look at this view up here. It'll look even better when I get to my room because all the cool stuff is behind that building. But here's a little town area and it's really pretty. So this is my room. I'll show you the view in a second. This is an oceanfront view, guys, and you are paying for that oceanfront view. We got a nice comfy bed. We got a microwave, a Keurig, a refrigerator. We got a TV, a fireplace, complimentary popcorn, and a desk. But this is why I got this room. It's because of this. See that balcony? And you see what's out in the distance? That is Haystack Rock, and that was used in the opening sequence of the Goonies when all those trucks are driving across the beach. Let me just move this out here. This is where it's at. Right here, guys. Is this not the most beautiful view you've ever seen? And if you could feel the ocean breeze, this is the definition of perfection. This is the way a vacation should be. That's all right. Beef jerky. I am a little hungry. I haven't eaten in like an hour. Oh. I'm gonna test the water and see how cold the water is. Yeah, it's actually really cold. I wanted to feel it. Just say I dipped in that water by the Goonies. Oh, it's therapeutic. Hey, that dude is reenacting the Goonies. So it was like that in the movie, but there were like 50 of those. So here's the building that houses the pool area. So you also have a sauna and a gym in the back. Day 4 was going to be another day of extensive driving since I was coming all the way from the coast back into the interior of Oregon, plus some moderate traffic through the downtown Portland area, but I was excited mostly to see the Cullen House, which I already knew was going to be nearly impossible to see, plus the Vibra hospital scene downtown where they filmed one of my favorite Twilight scenes. Gonna go for a little run in the morning. Hey guys, before we leave town, we're gonna try this restaurant called Lazy Susan's. Only takes cash, so be prepared. Can you believe this is my day 4 vacation, and this is my first time eating breakfast? So I got this little omelet, and it looks pretty darn good. So So the inside of this restaurant is really small, but super old-fashioned and cute. But yeah, there's a huge wait to get inside here.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
How was everything?
That was amazing.
Thank
It's amazing.
you.
Thanks.
How wonderful day.
You too. Can I go up, take some pictures? Thanks.
Mary?
No, I'm just looking.
So, just finished my breakfast. I want to show you the upstairs. Because I didn't want to film down there because there's people eating. But yeah, here's the upstairs. This is where the bathroom is. And I imagine if it's really busy, they can use this upstairs as well. I think we can look down here from the balcony. And I was sitting on the other side. Just enjoying that view one last time before I head out. I have a 54-mile journey ahead of me. I'm going to Vernonia. We're going to pick up on the Twilight filming locations. But we're going to go where Charlie's sheriff's office is, which isn't really a sheriff's office at all. And they also did a quick shot of the truck driving across the bridge, the small bridge. So let's go ahead and get this Twilight party started. We are on the road again. We're driving about an hour east towards a little place called Vernonia, where they filmed 2 little shots for the movie. One is Charlie's sheriff's office, and the other is this tiny bridge scene where they enter a town. Hey guys, this is a quick shot in the movie. Towards the beginning, when Belle and Charlie are driving into town, they cross this little bridge, and they enter Forks, which is actually Vernonia. But here's a little town. See that? A little further down the road, you have the sheriff's office that Charlie uses, which is actually a credit union. So, not a very big area, but I think that they chose a nice spot to illustrate what Forks looks like. Hey, it's Bella's truck. Your hair's gotten longer. Oh, I guess it grew out again. So, nice little quaint area. Good choice for Forks. And here comes that place they pass on the left where there's a bear on the corner of the street. So it's on Bridge and Jefferson if you wanted to see it. It's my father's car in the end. What is he doing here? Carlisle, what's going on? Wayland Forge. Just found the boat near his place. I just examined the body. Animal attack. Bella, you should go inside. Wayland was your father's friend. Hey guys, I just found Charlie's sheriff's office right here. It's actually a credit union. And look across the street. There is a sheriff's vehicle over there. Should be able to see it from the road. I heard it's gated up so you can't get close to it. But I don't plan to get close to it. So it should be on the right somewhere here. God, this is a really tight street. Pretty drive. Oh, I think that's the Cullen's house right there. See that thing with the gate? And there's a dead end up here? So it must be right there, maybe. Dang it, how am I gonna fit through here? Seriously, FedEx? So here's the gate. You can't get in there. You can drive to the side, and then they got those steps that are also blocked. But the trees block the view of the house completely. So this is probably the best view you'll get of the house legally. So if you look here towards the stairs, there is an orange cone with a no trespassing on it. It's behind that tree. But you go up the stairs, you can see part of the structure that's further away from the house in the back. And then right over here, you can see the part of the house that's closer to the street. And it goes all the way around. See that? It goes all the way past this way. The trees are really blocking it. And you can kind of see the window panels. Because like this house is really known for all the windows. And you can kind of see right through it. See that? It's right there. But yeah, the trees do a great job of hiding the house, but you can still see parts of it. And back there's a white vehicle. Those are Twilight fans. But yeah, back there, that's where the gate is, and that is completely blocked off. You can't go that way either. It's completely blocked. I even drove all the way around up the hill, and I looked down on the house, but the trees are even worse above the house, so you can't see a freaking thing above the house. Gotta say though, this movie house is one of my favorite houses seen in a movie. Another one would be the house from Incredibles 2. I loved that house. But this one right here, this was iconic for me, and it reminded me of Twilight. When I thought of Twilight, I thought of the Helens house, and I fantasized about having a house like that in the future. You know, with that contemporary look and all those clear glass panels. It's just so beautiful. But yeah, I would not recommend coming here because it is kind of out of the way. It's a bit of a drive, and there's other movie locations that you can clearly see. This one, it's too hard to see, so I'm not going to recommend going here in 2024. It's just too freaking hard, unless you're okay getting a glimpse of the house like this. All right, we're going on this bridge, and there is a ton of traffic on it. I've never had bridge traffic in my life. Hey guys, I'm in the downtown Portland area, so it took a lot of traffic to get here. But this building behind me is the Yale building, and that was used in 2 different shots for the Twilight movie. One, it served as the exterior shot of this building when Bella meets James. So James tells Bella to go to this ballet school. And 2, it served as a flashback scene when Carlisle is turning Edward into a vampire. But that was an interior shot inside that building. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. It is in a busy area though, so you will probably have to go through some traffic to get it. But if you're a Twilight completist, you might want to get a picture of it. So yeah, this is part of the Yale building right here. The entrance is on that side. But if you look on this screenshot from the movie, that's where Carlisle is transforming Edward into a vampire. That window panel on the back, it matches these types of window panels. So it could have been filmed right here. It might have even been filmed on that side. Oh, is that a Smart 4 the car? Might have even been filmed right here. It could have been filmed any one of these window panels. So this right now is called Vibra Specialty Hospital, and it is the location of the hospital scene, which I'm about to tell you more about. Hey guys, we're at the Vibra Hospital, not too far from Bella's ballet school. But this is the hospital scene when Bella confronts Edward about his powers, and he denies it. But so the first part starts right here where Charlie is telling Bella to call her mom because she's gonna be worried sick about Bella after her accident. And then Bella comes right here. She looks around. She sees Edward talking to Carlisle, and they're saying, hey, don't blow our cover. And Edward's like, you may let her die. And then Edward comes down over here. Can I talk to you for a minute? Can't you just thank me and get over it? You're not gonna let this go, are you? Well then, I hope you enjoyed this appointment. So all that's right here in this hospital scene, and it's so cool to see it. Here's something you don't see in the movie. There's a little Coke stand, got some books, and right there is the receptionist. So that's pretty cool. And right there's the street. It's not a very busy area, but it's very close to downtown, but not quite in downtown. So heading back to my hotel in Vancouver, Washington, from the hospital, and it's only about 18 or so miles, but it says it's going to take 40 minutes or so because of this traffic. Just gonna chill with a nice filet mignon. Day 5 is going to be a huge day. This is the day I return to Carver's Cafe, since they were actually open this day. And then I would spend a few hours at Oxbow Regional Park hunting for 2 movie locations inside the ancient forest. And then after the Bridge of the Gods, everything else would be located in Washington. And I am back in Clackamas County on the road to Damascus because remember when I went there a few days ago? I got to Carver's Cafe and they were closed. They were closed Monday and Tuesday. So I drove all the way back to this section just to get that one more filming location out of the way because I wanted to film the interior of Carver's Cafe. All right, guys, I made it back to Carver Cafe. I got it early. I wanted to make sure I was the first one here so I can specifically request that table, which I parked my Hornet next to. And then do some vlogging inside, guys. Dude, there's a freaking Mad Max vehicle right there. Like, I heard the engine. Wow. Hey guys, I'm inside the restaurant. This counter is where the author sits. And then over there is the table where Charlie and Bella sit for breakfast. Right there's my car. So I'm just gonna wait. And I'll sit there later on. Guys, this is the table that Bella and Charlie sit at. And Charlie's telling Bella, hey, you know, it's Friday night, go out. But this is the spot right here. They rearranged the tables a little bit, but I parked my car right there because that's where Bella's truck was. And this is so cool. There's so many friendly people from other places. Yeah, I'm gonna order the food and see what it tastes like. There you go. Here's my entry, guys. So come check out my channel, guys. Los Angeles?
It's 1,000 miles.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Look what's on the menu. Bella's berry cobbler. Then we got some shirts right here. I got a bite at Carver's Cafe. And then here we got the poster for Twilight. So here's my view. All of that, like the Elkhorn, that was in the movie. Like, not much has changed here except for the arrangement of the tables, but even this thing also seen in the movie. Let's see what's on the actual menu here. Oh man, there's a lot of options here. By the way, guys, the ketchup actually does come out of the bottles. Anyways, it's really neat being here because the interior looks exactly like it does in the movie. You still have those elk horns and all that. But yeah, I got this Dan's 2-egg something. I forget what it's called. It's a specialty item. Let's get eggs mixed in with ham and also hash browns or hash. It's really good. Hash browns are amazing too. By the way, I parked my car right where Bella parks her truck. Just finished my breakfast at Carver's Cafe. It was fantastic. One of my Twilight friends told me that doing Carver's Cafe was one of her favorite things to do on her trip. And so far, I got to agree. Carver's Cafe was definitely one of the highlights of my Twilight vacation, although I still have a few more stops left to do. But it was cool. While I was eating, some lady told me that she works with someone who was in the movie Twilight. And also, during that time, there were a lot of other Twilight fans on their phones looking at reference pictures of where the table was, which is pretty easy to spot. And they were all trying to take pictures at the table. And it was cool with me because we're all Twilight fans. But anyways, I'm going to head out to Oxbow Park, which isn't too far from here. And that's where Bella tells Edward she knows he's a vampire. And there is quite a bit of a decline here. And I'm pretty sure I think we're still like 3 miles away. But yeah, we're heading towards the place where Bella and Edward are in the forest. I keep telling you what the scene was, but it's when Bella's like, I know what you are. And Edward's like, say it. So I'm in the Oxbow Park. It is massive. So I didn't really have a plan when coming in. So I just drove and drove until I finally found a map. I am right here after driving away from up here. But I believe the Twilight location is going to be somewhere in the ancient forest. So let's try to get a little closer and then walk it. So I overshot the ancient forest, and now this park ranger is going to take me to the area. But I got all the way to the boat ramp or boat launch, and that was too far. Oh, here it is. So we're going to park here, and this guy's going to tell me where to go. I am literally walking through Twilight right now. And man, there's no telling where this is going to be. So the guide told me the general area, but he wasn't quite sure himself. But this is better than what I was doing. I was just using the force to just drive around aimlessly. I knew it was somewhere in the ancient forest, but not even the ancient forest was labeled. Like there were no signs for it. Ooh. Holy cow, guys. I feel like I'm in a movie right now. I don't know what I'm looking for. Because trees all look the same to me. Oof, I just walked through a spider web. It's on my eye. Oh, man. Up the mountain, into the cloud bank. You need to see what I look like in the sunlight. Guys, I have no idea if I'm in the right spot or not. These trails all look the same. This might be the tree that they walk by when he's taking her by the hand and he's about to take her into the sunlight. I don't know. I don't know if it's big enough to be the tree or not, but I've been all up in these trails. I can't find anything. I asked one of the rangers, they said I was in the right general vicinity, but they said because the movie was filmed such a long time ago, the forest could have changed that much. So if I'm looking for something specifically in one of my reference pictures, it might not match up with what I'm actually seeing. So I might have to give up the search for this particular filming location. It's just too hard. And I have no water, and it's really hot right now. Time to skedaddle. Of course, I'm stuck behind this freaking tractor in a one-lane road. Hey guys, right behind me is the Bridge of the Gods, and this was used in the opening scene of Twilight when Charlie is taking Bella to Forks. And this actually goes from Oregon to the state of Washington. Very beautiful, guys. This goes into Washington?
Yes. If you go to the left, it's Bonneville.
Yeah.
And if you go to the right, it's Stevenson.
Okay, thanks. That's it?
Yeah, you're good. Have a nice day.
You too. In the state of Washington, under the constant cover of clouds and rain, there's a small town called Forks. And it's actually not that close at all. But we're gonna take this bridge, the Bridge of the Gods, guys. So you're getting a point of view shot of us going across it. In the movie, they had an aerial shot of Charlie's police cruiser. If only you could see on both sides, it is so beautiful. That is Twilight. That's an establishing shot of Twilight right there on the left. I can't believe there are people just walking on the bridge. I wouldn't do that. That's the Bonneville Dam that you see really quick for like a second. Some of the establishing shots of Twilight. And look at that hill. And right there, guys, is that not Twilight looking to you? Look. Oh my gosh, that is Twilight. I wish you could see down the river. But I just stopped here because this is a filming location technically, but it was from the air. Look at this, guys, another Twilight moment. Look at that, that gorge feels like Twilight to me. What am I doing? You know, maybe they should put those wooden posts that come down to block you. Hey guys, I can't find the entrance to what they call the Shire. That's where they had the big open field where they played baseball in Twilight. It might be that thing because it does say no trespassing and there are surveillance cameras when I looked around there. So it might be that. It's definitely around this area here somewhere. I just can't find a way in and I don't think I'm allowed in. So I'm gonna call the Shire or the baseball field a complete failure. Don't even try if you come here in 2024. I'm looking for that tree that Edward and Bella get on top of, and Bella's like, this is not real. And Edward's like, in my world it is. I'm trusting the internet to get me there, guys. The internet wins today. So one of these trees was used in the movie when Edward takes Bella up into the tree, and Bella's like, this kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. And Edward's like, in my world it does. You see that wooden marker right there? That one right there? That was left by the cast, or by the crew. And they used it for, I don't know what they used it for. Maybe to mark the tree, maybe to help attach their equipment so they could climb the tree. I don't know. But look at the view that they had. I call this the Twilight view because this is what you see in Twilight. Probably from a different angle though, because these trees are in the way. But it's a beautiful view. of the valley, the gorge. Look at that. So man, I'm nerding out, guys. This was worth the hike. It was worth the drive all the way up here. And hopefully I have signal to get me back to Vancouver, because that's where my hotel is. So this is my last movie location for today. Tomorrow is my day 5, my final day for looking at movie stuff. It was quite the adventure today, guys. I'm sad that I didn't get to do the, what do you call it? The baseball field. I don't think there's a way to get in there. I think it truly is private property, and they don't want people going there, unfortunately. But they used to have tours of the Shire. That's what it's called. But I reached out to them, and I never got a response saying, "Hey, I'll be there in a few weeks. Can I pay for your tour so I can see the Shire?" No response, guys. So day 6 is going to be my last whole day for exploring, and I only had one more filming location to check out, and that would be Cato's Marina, where the 3 bad vampires eat Wayland Forge on his boat. And I called ahead to get permission to vlog in the location, and I even met up with the owners beforehand. Hey guys, it is my day 6 of visiting Twilight movie locations. I'm down to my last one. And strangely enough, this is the closest location to my hotel, and it's Cato's Marina. This is the scene where we meet the 3 bad vampires, James, Victoria, and Laurent, and then they kill Wayland Forge at the boat dock, the marina. But I think it's right here actually. So we're gonna park. It's actually on our left, but I think parking's on the right. All right, guys, we are going to the specific location of where Wayland Forge parked his boat. This is really pretty, this marina. This is what I'm walking through. But the slip is down over here. But I really like this setup. All right, guys, we are getting really close, and this is all starting to look very familiar. So I passed it. Wait. Oh. It's right here, guys. This is the spot right here. That boat is pretty big, so I can't really take the pictures that I wanted to take. Who are you? It's always the same inane questions. Who are you? What do you want? James. You mustn't play with your food. So I just want to show you what the area looks like around where Wayland Forge parked his boat. So this is where the boat would have been. I already said that. So we can get kind of a spot where James was. James would have been on the back. The boat was a lot smaller, so he would have been on the back, like right over here. And then you can see the trees in the back. And this is what this looks like right here. So really cool. You see the little green covers up there? You can walk around and see what the other side looks like. Same thing. But it's basically a mirror image from this side to this side, but this is the exact spot that they filmed that scene. I gotta say, in order to get from here, from the entrance, it's quite the walk. So Victoria went really far to get Wayland Forge. I guess he smelled really good or something, I don't know. Hey guys, I was on my way out, and I wanted to thank the owners for letting me vlog here. And then that's when I met the wife, and she dumped a lot of movie information from the movie, which I hadn't read anywhere else. But apparently, remember that scene where James calls Bella and tells Bella to meet her at the ballerina school? It was filmed right about here inside this building, which we can't go inside. Also something connected with a refrigerator. I forgot what she said about the refrigerator, but it was right there. That's where they filmed James on the telephone. Isn't that random? They also filmed a spot right here where they had those, remember the employee that was killed at the factory or the mill? Well, they would have had a bunch of hard hat helmets floating down this stream here. and that would have illustrated just how many employees that those 3 vampires killed attacking that mill. They also filmed another scene. Oh, by the way, that was not shown in the movie, but they filmed it though. Another thing that they filmed but didn't use it in the movie, they were going to show Wayland Forge's body. You know, the fisherman that gets killed on the boat. They're going to show him floating down the river, but they couldn't get the fog effect to work that they were going to use. They're also going to film his dog getting killed. There's a part when he's sitting on his boat, he hears a noise and he's calling out, I think, to Derek. That was his dog's name, but apparently those 3 vampires killed the dog. I'm kind of glad they didn't show that. They apparently set up their camp up there by the parking lot, and that's where they had the buffet. It took them a whole month to film this. During that time, a lot of the crew would hang out just right here, all around this area. Oh, something really cool. The husband who owns this marina, he's the one that devised this pulley system that remember when Victoria is pulling the boat back when Wayland Forge is trying to drive away? Well, the husband made this pulley system where it would drag the boat back even though the boat was accelerating the other way. So they actually, the husband and wife got credit as the boat wranglers or marina masters or something. Trying to think what else she told me. She told me a lot of things, guys. But, apparently there's some Twilight cosplayers that come here. So that's cool. I don't really know many Twilight, many people in the fandom aside from my friends. But that whole Wayland Forge boat scene was filmed all the way down there. Way down there. Oh, there's a kitty cat. But, yeah, I want to thank them again. But this was awesome. I got more than what I came for. How cool is this, guys? Vlogging from an actual movie location from Twilight. So I just want to wrap up my trip here. And I gotta say, everything was definitely worth it. The only things that weren't worth it and that you should not do the Cullen House. Don't even try to waste your time looking for the Shire unless you can book a tour. And the high school scene where they're in the cafeteria and also the biology lab, those are no-goes. That high school was demolished. There's 2 other high schools that you can go to. One is out there somewhere, but I didn't get permission to go there. That was where Edward tries to change classes. It was only used for that one room, and also the scene where he's playing the piano. But it wasn't worth, contacting somebody. But the 3rd high school I did get permission. That was Kalama High School, where I saw the volleyball court, the parking lot. So that was definitely worth it. I couldn't pick a favorite spot though, honestly, because they were all pretty good. I love the marina. I love Carver's Cafe. Everything was pretty good. I gotta say though, there were some hard locations. Like even though I was given the address for some of these movie locations, they were hard to find. Like Oxbow Park, I couldn't find the things I was looking for. I was looking for the big tree they walked by before Edward revealed himself, and then also the scene where Bella's like, "I know what you are, you're a vampire." I only found that because a ranger pointed me in the direction, and then I went online and I found a girl who actually marked the locations on a map. So that's how I was able to find those. That took me 4 hours though, before I pulled up the internet. That's another thing, internet. You don't get the internet everywhere, like your service on your phone. There were some locations where I had no signal and I didn't know where I was driving to, so I had to pull over, ask for directions. So yeah, don't waste your time with the Collins house because that's trespassing. It's very private property. They don't want you going around there. All you're gonna see is part of the house and it's not worth it. The Shire, where they filmed the baseball scene, you need to book a tour in order to access that open field. That's not worth it either because it's trespassing if you go. And the high school, the one that I mentioned with the cafeteria, that was completely reconstructed. You will not find that ever again. Trying to think. Yeah, all the other locations were pretty fantastic. Oh, my hotel. I picked a hotel in Vancouver. The way I picked that, I put all the locations of the filming locations on Google Maps, and I put my finger in a central location in between all those locations, and Vancouver was the location that I picked, and that's why I picked La Quinta Inn at Vancouver. But from Vancouver, pretty much everything was about 20 to 45 minutes to an hour away. Like the Bridge of the Gods was about an hour away, I think, from my hotel. So I just picked a nice central location. The only location that was pretty far was Indian Beach. That was 2 hours away. For that, I got another hotel. on Cannon Beach, which was a few miles away from Indian Beach. So yeah, I really enjoyed my trip here to Washington and Oregon. I did all this in September, the start of September. So the weather fluctuated. It was chilly sometimes and kind of hot other times. It's mainly hot during the day. Right now it's hot. I'm kind of sweating in this long sleeve. But it's surreal seeing these movie locations, because you watch the movie and then after seeing these locations, you can say, oh, I've been there. And it's weird that they filmed right next to a parking lot in some scenes. But yeah, I think it really adds to your fandom if you can visit these locations. Highly recommend it, but it's a lot of driving. A lot of driving. So if you have any comments about the video, about the locations, about Twilight, let me know. I can answer your questions in the comment section.